My kid just won't stop crying. Tantrums, meltdowns, and violent outbursts. Whether it's our kids rolling around on the floor screaming because they're not getting their way, or us blowing our tops because our kids have pushed us over the edge, life as a parent has its fair share of tears and tantrums. Of course, we had stress in our lives before we had kids, right? But nothing quite prepared us for a life where everything seems to fall on our shoulders, where every waking moment that we're not working or running errands or doing chores is now filled with our little ones needing our attention, our time, and our energy. And we love our kids, so we try to give them everything, often at the expense of our own sanity. Because they come first, right? But some days we can barely catch a breath. And some of us as parents, we're lucky if we can manage 2 minutes in the bathroom without the sound of the tap, tap, tapping at the door and the familiar cries of Mom or Dad. So when our children are moody and argumentative, when they're bursting into tears for no reason whatsoever, and all we get out of them are incoherent grunts and sobs, or when they're hurling insults at us because we've said something they don't like, well, it's no surprise really that as parents, we run out of patience and explode. And yet, even though we know how easy it is to lose our cool as adults, we still expect our 8, 6, 4 or 2-year-olds to keep it together somehow all of the time. See, the reality is that most of us will do just about anything we can to snap our kids out of their bad moods and temper tantrums. So we end up bribing them, we distract them with tablets and telephones, toys or TV. You might even find yourself yelling things like, "Pull yourself together," or "Stop crying, I've had enough." Why is that? Well, because many of us were brought up on a dangerous lie, that anger, sadness, frustration, rage are emotions that must be suppressed at all costs. And so now we believe that it's our job to shield our children from these emotions, that if we don't, we've somehow failed as a parent. So we bottle up all our emotions until they come pouring out onto our kids in a fit of rage. And we inadvertently teach our children that they should hide their own feelings of anger and frustration for the sake of others. So here's a simple hard fact. Emotions are not good or bad. And if we want to help our children manage their emotions better, then we need to help them to learn how to express their big feelings without lashing out at others or breaking down. But how do we know when our children's meltdowns are a sign of a need not being met, when they're just deliberately being difficult, stubborn? How do we teach our children to express those negative emotions in a healthy way? And how do we look after ourselves so that we can keep our own emotions in check when faced with stressful situations? My name is Patrick Ney. I'm the father of 2 beautiful daughters. And just like you, I love my kids so much, I want to be a better parent for them. And that's why I decided to become a certified parenting trainer at All About Parenting. Now, All About Parenting is a parenting organization active around the whole world, using the latest research and science to help give parents practical answers to the problems they're facing right now. So one of the questions I hear most often from parents is, of course, what do I do when my kid's having a tantrum or a meltdown? Well, since we want to answer properly with science-based methods rather than the kind of tips and tricks that you can find all over the internet, I'd like to invite you to a free masterclass called 4 Steps to Calm You and Your Child During Tantrums, Hitting, or Yelling Hurtful Things. You'll learn how to help your child calm down when having a temper tantrum or a breakdown, how to keep your cool in stressful situations while still communicating your feelings so that you can be a good role model for your child, how to help your child manage feelings of anger, sadness, disappointment, or frustration so that they can express these emotions in a productive way. This masterclass is online, so you can watch it any way you like, and it's really easy to take part. Here's what you need to do. First of all, click on the link below and complete a short quiz to see if you qualify to take part. Secondly, be patient and complete the quiz to the end. It takes about 5 minutes to complete. It's about as long as it takes to scroll through social media. Your answers will help us tailor this masterclass to your specific needs, and we promise the answers will remain completely confidential. Thirdly, if you qualify, save the date and time in your diary or calendar and make sure you attend for the whole 2 hours. Thanks to this 2-hour masterclass, you'll be able to save yourself years of arguments, frustration, and disagreements. So when you join this live masterclass from All About Parenting, you'll also be joining hundreds of other parents who care exactly like you. You'll no longer be alone, and you'll feel in control of your relationship with your kids. So click on the link below to see if you qualify for a free invitation to this great event, because we can't wait to see you there.